Hello and welcome to Dabbling in Journals, and I'm going to be working on my weekly setups today. So I'm in my everyday carry brown traveller's notebook, and before I go to my weekly setups, for those of you that saw my setup video, let me just show you my monthly that I just decorated in my last video. And I have used this page to highlight the school holidays for my son, and I've just added some washi and stickers to prettify it. But now I can just see at a glance when his school holidays are. This page I'm going to use for travel planning, as it says at the bottom here, travel plan. I've used some of the Traveller's Factory washi tape which says have a nice trip on it, so I'm hoping to just highlight on here any dates that I book traveling, holidays, weekends away, and so on. Now this page would have been the December, it starts with December monthly, but as I didn't need that, I've covered it, I've glued in a piece of lovely distressed looking paper, and I'm going to use this for my wish list. I'm moving it from my Hobonichi to in here, so I've just again used some washi tape. I've just hand lettered wish list, added a sticker just to make it look nice when I'm flipping through, or nice in my opinion. And I back planned January, and I went for this kind of cheerful, kind of teal bluey colours. And I really like the way in the monthly I can use all my little planning stickers, so I think I'm going to enjoy that because I'm never quite sure what to do with those. Here is my February monthly, and I've gone for my more usual sort of rustic browns and such like colours that I really love. One of the images from my new pet tape, and I really love that one. I really like how that looks. So for March, I've used a similar pet tape, but a newer one in my collection, and another image from the pet tape. And obviously it's all blank apart from the first couple of days, because today is the 2nd of March. So it's all blank, ready for me to fill in my appointments. So that's my monthly. So let's move on quickly so the video doesn't get too long. Who can say? I haven't started anything in my journal yet. I'm still just finishing off my last journal insert, which I will do a flip through of as soon as it's finished. So I'm moving straight into my weeklies. Oh, and before I forget, Lynn, if you're watching, I'll show you how I put this all together at the end of the video, because I know you asked. So let's move straight into the weeklies, and I've got 2 weeklies to decorate here because I've got week 7 and week 8, and we're just moving into week 9. And I like to sort of use it and then decorate, which probably sounds a bit crazy because you'd think I'd want to look at the decorations as I go along. But it's because I don't know how much space I'm going to need for writing. But then when I flip through, I like to see it all decorated, and I just decorate it for fun anyway, because I find it relaxing to sit and decorate a page. So let's start with this week. So this was week 7, 13th of February. And I've decided for this week I'm going to go with this colour scheme with my new colours that I've been using recently. And I thought, yeah, well, I think I got them this week, so I'm going to use them this week. This insert is focused on my self-care. So the things that I make a note of are how I'm feeling, anything that I've done that's been helpful for me in terms of my self-care, and sometimes, sadly, things that maybe haven't gone well for me in terms of my self-care. So I'm just adding some washi, because immediately just a little bit of washi makes the page look decorated. And I also want to use some stickers, and I've pulled out a few. Now, on this particular week, on the Monday, I wasn't actually feeling very well. I've put feeling unwell here. But then I went out for lunch with some friends, and I had a lovely lunch. We went to a charity place. It's sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of, they've got a big piece of land that they look after. They've got a lovely building which they use for community activities. They've also got a place where you can have lunch, and some little shops selling pre-loved items, second-hand items, whatever you want to call them. So I had lunch with my friends, and these 2 friends were ex-colleagues of mine, and I still keep in touch and I really love them. One of them was English literature lecturer. She's now retired. And the other one is a historian. She's still working, marking, lecturing, all the rest of it. And we have lovely, interesting conversations, and I really enjoy my time with them. So that was really fun, but I made a little bit of a mistake here. So I need to cover that with a sticker. If I can find a good one that's small enough. Would that one fit? Yeah, I think it will. So let's pop that one there, just to cover it where I had to cross out. Kind of slowly, it slightly covers up my writing, but never mind. Okay, so that was the Monday, and I'd like to put another sticker from this sheet. This is a Sticky Club sheet, and I thought these colours were perfect for this page. And then Tuesday was Valentine's Day, and I was so spoiled. My lovely partner gave me a gift which made me howl laughing. Because we've just started learning how to play Dungeons and Dragons, because our son wanted to learn, and our daughter's partner is all into that sort of thing, so he was able to lead it. And anyway, long story short, the character I chose to be was an elf. And so for Valentine's Day, my partner gifted me some elf ears. So they're like plastic elf ears. It can fix your own ears to make you look like an elf. Oh God, I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. But he's so gorgeous that as well as this really amusing present, he also gifted me a gift token for a spa, an overnight spa break, because he said he felt I needed one. So he's so gorgeous and lovable. So that was Valentine's Day. And then I had a lovely fun journaling day. And then I bought a book in the secondhand bookshop when I was having lunch with my friends the day before. And it was a detective novel. So I spent the evening reading that, and I really enjoyed it. It was a real easy read, trashy detective novel. And it always makes me laugh because my friend, who is the literature expert, she obviously reads highbrow literature for work all the time, or did when she was still working. And when she's off duty, she likes to read a good trashy detective novel. So she recommended this one to me, and it was really good. I'm adding this beautiful butterfly sticker. Look at that. How perfect are the colours? Really perfect. I've just got a couple of stickers left on this sheet that I think I'm just going to put into my sticker save booklet, my sticker release booklet, because that's what I like to do with any little odd ones that are left. And then, oh, sadly, on Wednesday, I had a major PTSD episode. So I want to mark that with one of my little emotion, my little emotion stickers, just to remind me, because I'm trying to keep a record of how often that happens. And it's really distressing my son, so I've really got to try and get a handle on it. So which one do I need? Do I need angry or wry? Certainly not calm. Oh, I don't know now. Is there any other ones? What are those two that I've left behind? I'm sure I saw one that I thought would fit. Sad. I need sad. I'm not angry. I'm more sad when I have one of these episodes. So I thought I would put this little sticker, because self-care isn't just about documenting the positive. It's also keeping an eye on the things that don't go so well. And then if I see that there, I'll remember that that was an occasion that I need to make a note of. And this particular day, I had coffee with my daughter, and then she was going to the dentist. So I had my first time babysitting on my own my grandson, who's now 11 months old. I mean, I see him lots and lots because they live around the corner, but I've never been left on my own with him before. And he slept the whole time. Didn't even open one eye. So it was not a challenging experience. But I'm hoping next time I babysit him, he'll wake up and play with me. Anyway, on the Friday, we had a lovely evening with some friends. It was her birthday, so that was a really nice, fun time. So have I got anything that I can mark that as a birthday celebration? Well, I picked out these wonderful egg stickers, but I'm not sure any of them look like birthday stickers, do they? They're more like breakfast stickers because they're all eggs. What about an ice cream egg? None of those really look like birthdays, do they? Okay. Oh, let's put this one. This one says good vibes only. So let's put that to mark my friend's birthday and our lovely evening we had together. And I see that I have some little love hearts here, which are just perfect for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to pop those in. And so there we go. I have decorated a bit my page for week 7. So let's now move on to week 8. So here we are on week 8, and I thought for week 8, I'm going to use this colour scheme, which is completely different. It's nice muted purple and more colourful. Oh, and before I put that on, I thought I'd go back to my sparkly watercolours. So I thought I would try and do something pretty, but not quite as excessive as this all the way around the whole page was. I'm going to give it a try. Okay, so let's try. What about this one? This one looks purple. Let's hope it's purple when we pop it on. It's completely blue. You know what? You can't tell what colour these are just by looking at them. That is for sure. I did do colour swatches. I need to go back and look at them. Let's try. This one looks a bit purple. Let's see if this one's purple. Is that the right kind of... So as you see, I'm on a mission to use more watercolour in my journal, but I thought I'd be more subtle this time. And this sparkling watercolour is so gorgeous. I mean, as that dries, you'll be able to... I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is incredibly shimmery and looks lovely. I'm not sure how well it goes with my colour scheme. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So I'm going to put some of this. This is like... galaxy type washi tape. So I'm going to put some of that on the bottom, and then I had some stickers that I'd pulled out that have got purple things on. Oh, and I think these with the pink as well tie the two in together. Now, which do I want? I think I want that one in the corner there. That watercolour's not quite dry. Do you think it will stick? Oh, I really like her. Let me zoom in. I really want to do some art like this. My big goal for this year is going to be to get back into practicing art and see if I can do something that's worth turning into stickers. Maybe I could make my own stickers. That would be so much fun. So what else would I like to put on here? I've got this washi tape I thought I might put up the top, which this one is a bit more subtle. So that one there. And most of this week was a bit rubbish. I had headaches. I was struggling with the gym. I couldn't motivate myself to do anything. It wasn't the best week I've ever had, but you know, that's how it goes. You just have to pick yourself up and move on, don't you? I'm just going to stick that one. So I think that looks really nice. And maybe one of these, like slimmer ones up here. And now my son is playing an online game and I can hear him through the wall and he can probably hear me. So he might get cross in a minute. Oh, look at that. I've got one that says, don't quit. I'm going to put that here, because I was having a bad week at the beginning of the week. So I'm going to put, don't quit. Even if the week feels bad, keep going, keep trying. You'll get there in the end. Things will get better. I don't know, I'm trying to be positive. Shall I put another one of these pretty girls? Because I've got room, haven't I? Let's put her. And then at the weekend, I had an amazing weekend. So it changed from being a beginning of the week was really yucky. And then the weekend was amazing. So I went for a sleepover with my younger daughter who lives in a city the next city to us, so not too far away, only about half an hour in the car. And she picked me up and we had the most wonderful weekend, and we went to a wine bar, which was really nice, and had some wine, and she cooked me the most delicious dinner, and then she brought me breakfast in bed. What could be better? So I don't know, I'm thinking that week is kind of pretty well decorated. I did get these out. What about one of these up here? I'm just sticking down stickers, aren't I, really? So there we go. I have decorated week 7 and I have decorated week 8. And I'm all ready to go. We've just started. No, actually, we're halfway through week 9. So I'll be decorating that one soon. And before I go on and show Lynn how I fit everything into this journal, while I'm waiting for this paint to dry, I thought I would just move on to my focus of the week. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I always used to do a focus of the week each week, and I don't know why. I think it's because it's in a separate journal. I just haven't been doing it, and I want to get back to that. So I'm going to look back. This is my tarot oracle journal. Now I use tarot cards, oracle cards to inspire my focus of the week, but if you don't have tarot cards or oracle cards and don't want to get those, you know, you can use anything to inspire your focus of the week. It's just a question of picking a word that you're going to focus on for that week. So you could just take a dictionary and pick a card and say that's going to be my focus of the week this week, or you can just choose. I mean, you don't have to do it at random. You can do it any way you like, but I really enjoy doing it. I find it gives me something really interesting to think about that I wouldn't have thought about if I wasn't doing my focus of the week. And the last one I did, I picked a card which was a botanical card. I don't have it out anymore because it was quite a while ago, and it was a plant called the Morning Glory. And the Morning Glory is a vine on which flowers bloom for a single day, but the next day brings fresh growth and the promise of more flowers. So they're very short-lived, but nevertheless the plant scrambles over anything in its way. So it's a really good symbol for determination. It's determined to grow. It keeps growing and growing. Even though its flowers only last one day, it grows and it makes more flowers. So I use determination as my keyword, and I was thinking about determination as being persistence in the face of a difficulty. Life is never smooth. We all face obstacles, some bigger than others. And I was thinking, of course, about my mother-in-law who had emergency spinal surgery just after Christmas. We weren't sure whether or not she was ever going to walk again. She was really very unwell. It was a spinal surgery following a spinal stroke. She had a blood clot pressing against her spinal cord, which caused the paralysis, and we didn't know how permanent or not that was going to be. Well, amazingly, she's doing really, really well. I mean, she's not walking on her own again yet, but she is walking with a frame that she can lean on, which is much better than we thought she would be doing by now. So we're really pleased for her. But obviously it's been really difficult for her because she went from being a really fit, healthy, active, very active woman to being stuck in a bed for months and months and months waiting to see what was going to happen. And we're still not sure what her prognosis is and how much further recovery we can hope for. So as I was thinking about determination in the face of an obstacle like that, I actually started looking up the 5 stages of grief. Now you might wonder why, but there are 5 stages of grief. Denial, this can't be happening to me. Anger, why has this happened to me? Who's to blame? Bargaining, is there anything I can do? And in return, you know, if you make this go away, I'll do anything. There is depression. I'm too sad to do anything now. And then finally, acceptance. I'm at peace with what happened. And I noticed that when people are grieving, they go through those 5 stages. But also when a major obstacle comes along, you go through those 5 stages. And I think it's important to acknowledge each stage, and if you're trying to support somebody who's facing an obstacle, facing a problem, understanding that they're going to be going through these 5 stages and helping them through them. And it's important to take the time to go through each stage. It's okay to mourn. If something bad happens to you, it's okay to mourn. It's okay to grieve. You need to be realistic. Understand your limits. Set goals that are achievable. Understand what you can and can't control. Be patient. Be proud of yourself for progress. And I have so admired my mother-in-law. She's done such a good job. I'm not saying she hasn't had her down moments. I'm not saying she hasn't gone through these difficult stages of coming to terms with what's happened to her. But she's been so determined to make progress. And she's been really, really... Oh, I just keep saying admirable because that's what I feel. I just think I know that she will have had times on her own when she's felt really sad. And we know that. And I hope that we've been there to support her. So that was what I was thinking about. Do you see how just picking a card with that word, it's just like makes me think of all these different things. And then I apply it to something in my life. So for my focus of the week for next week, I am going to choose an oracle card, and I actually have a new deck, and you're going to think, why on earth is she picking out this deck to use? Because I bought this, I saw it on a channel called Antoinette's Intuitive Tarot, I think it's called that. I'll link it below. Anyway, she's somebody who really enjoys tarot and oracle cards, and she showed this one, and I actually bought it. It's called the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. I actually bought it for Halloween next year because my daughter, my eldest, was born on Halloween. So I do love Halloween parties, celebrating Halloweens. We celebrate her birthday on Halloween. And I've been looking for a tarot or oracle deck that makes me think of Halloween. And the kind of Halloween, black witches, not black witches, witches in black hats, that's what I mean. Witches in black hats, the kind of thing that little girls dress up for Halloween. And when I saw this, I just fell in love. One, as always, it's the artwork that gets me. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. And also witches with black hats. I mean, look at this one with the wolf howling up at the moon. Another witch with black hats and spells. A raven on the moon. Look at these beautiful colours. We've got a green one here. That makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. And she's got a pumpkin and an owl, of course. And another witch with a wolf and a coven of witches in a circle. Aren't they just beautiful? I think they're beautiful. So when I saw them on her channel, I was like, I really want to get these. Oh, I think that's my favourite. It's called Joyous. And it's a witch with a fox. And you know how I love foxes if you watch my channel. So I just adore these. I think they're perfect for Halloween. Absolutely not perfect for now. But because they're brand new to me, I really want to use one of these to inspire my focus of the week this week. So I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle and see what card I get. And then I can think about what topic I want to focus on this week. Is that the worst shuffling you've ever seen? Probably. They're quite big cards, actually. They're a bit cumbersome. But I'm struggling in my hands, and I've got quite big hands. I think I have. Okay, let's see what card I get to focus on this week. I hope it's got the fox. It won't be, will it? It doesn't have a fox. Oh, it says adventure. Now look at that painting. Can you see the cats? Mel, if you're watching, can you see all the little kitty cats? And look at all those colours. And just the figure here. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. So my keyword for this week is adventure. Ooh, what am I going to think about in terms of adventure? And usually I decorate my page once I've picked my cards. So have I got time for that? Let's do a little quick decoration. So I'm just going to grab some paper because I like to collage and see. Ooh, that's a tiny bit. Oh, I don't know. I want something a bit more colourful. Oh, maybe this. That's a good one for adventure, isn't it? Because it's a map. Oh, and some music. I'm going to use those two. Hold on. Let me move that lot out of the way. I've got that tiny little scrap I'm going to use it. Let's use, oh no, this side, a little bit of a map. And take that off. I want something vibrant though to go with that. So let me think. I think I'd like a little bit of this music paper. Wake me up. Oh, Beethoven. Just going to use a little bit of this. And because I haven't done it for ages in my journals, I'm going to distress. Get my distressing and my little dibby dabby tool and just stress around this. Did I say stress around it? I meant distress around it. Okay. Let's glue those on, and then I'm going to look for something a little bit more vibrant to liven them up. So first, we're going to adventure around the world. Probably not. And what I do, if you haven't seen me do my focus of the week before, because I haven't done it for a few weeks, and you might be newish to my channel or even new today, I like to take a photograph of the card and then add a photograph to my page afterwards, just so that I can remember what the card was and what was inspiring me. Oh, I feel like I want to do some artwork inspired by that, because it's just really lovely. Right, now if I go back to my usual journal or everyday carry journal, I do have lots of pet tape, and I'm thinking, oh, would some of the really vibrant ones that I was looking at last week work in here with this particular card? Because it's got lots of lovely colours on it. So yes, look. I think this would be perfect. In fact, I even think I'm just going to, see Louise, thought of a way to use them already. Although these aren't the most vibrant in the strip. But I think these colours just look absolutely gorgeous with that card. What do you think, people? Oh, lovely. And shall we have one of the really pretty flowers at the bottom? I think that one. I'm talking to Louise, for those of you who are wondering. She's from the YouTube channel Coffee Tea Paper, and she sent me this particular pet tape. So I'm just pointing out to her that I'm using it. And I think that looks really nice with that card. Oh, I'm really chuffed with that. And I'm really glad that I've got back into my focus of the week. And I will let you know next week what I came up with in response to the keyword adventure. Oh! Before I go, I promised Lynn I was going to show her how I put so much stuff into my journal. So Lynn, it's very straightforward. It just goes like this. Let me show you. Take it out first, and then I can show you how I put it back in, can't I? Okay, so basically I have 3 sections. So I start with my first notebook. So that is my monthly. I've just wrapped my folder around it, and then I've wrapped my dashboard, plastic dashboard around that. So I've wrapped the 3 things together and tied them with an elastic band. You can buy these elastic bands from Traveller's Company, or you can just use a piece of elastic. I do both. In this instance, I seem to have an elastic band from Traveller's Company. So you just pile them together, one on top of the other, and you've got 3 inserts together. And then at the back, I do the same thing. So I've got my booklet insert. I put my wallet around it, so they're piled together. And then I just put them through the same elastic band, and then I've got 2 attached together. Your traveller's notebook has got 1 main string Sorry, my little clasp came round. It's got one main string. You don't use the little string, it's too short. Use the longer string. Just put the 2 through, like so. So they're elasticated together. So I've got 3 things on that one, 2 things on that one, and then the band is here going over the top. And then the last insert, which I've got my file or card folder wrapped around. So I've just got that wrapped around like I did with the others. And then I just put that through the middle elastic like so. So you've got one there, and one there. Squish them all together. Pull down your bookmark. Close it all up. And yes, I've got overhang. Can you see the overhang here? I'll zoom in. There's definitely overhang on the front. Not much on the back, just the zip. Definitely overhang because this has got so much in it and they're not really cut that wide. I don't mind the overhang, so it doesn't bother me. I rather have it stuffed with everything that I want with me, and that is how I put it all together. So hope that helped you, Lynn, and anybody else that was interested in knowing how I stuffed my traveller's notebook. So thank you all very much for watching, and any comments, please leave them below, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.